Okay, we're gonna play some car mechanic simulator. I got a little bit of time before work. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Yeah, that has to stop. All right, continue as TCAP fan. Hey, that's me. I played this for a little bit. I remember you have like a garage and then like a customer list. It's pretty realistic on that part. Like the basics are pretty realistic, but there's like other things on here that are kind of not. Okay, so let's just take a walk around the garage together, shall we? This, I obviously see right away there's no chain holding this onto the. This needs to be chained. Because if this drops and this brass thing gets like broke off, there's nothing holding that pressure in. It's just going to be like a rocket, literally. This thing would just. Ah! No one ever calls me. And it will go flying around the garage. No, I don't want to do that yet because I don't want to commit to anything. Anyway, yeah, like if you would lay this down flat on the ground and then take this hammer here and knock that thing off. Oh boy, it'd be really, really loud too. And nobody stores their jacks in an upright position like that. Come on. Bosch. Wow, that's brand name, actually. Got away with that. You never want to open more than one drawer at a time. Because I have seen toolboxes fall over. Like they'll get so heavy. They'll get so front heavy. Nothing's holding this but a little bit of sheet metal. And they'll tip forward. I have seen that. There's your tire machine. Alright. This is the bead, what breaks the bead right here. Another, but there's zero pressure in about all of these, if you notice the gauges on the other side. Well, this will be, excuse me, this will be your true pressure, what's in the tank, and then it goes through the regulator, and then this is the pressure coming out of this nipple here. So those will always be like two different, and you can always tell if there's pressure in a tank. If you go up and like you take a wrench, you just tap on it, ding, 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 you'll be able to tell by the pitch how, if it has gas or not, right? Because an empty cylinder will sound completely different than a cylinder that is full. Cylinders full have a higher pitch because it's got all that gas, all that pressure on the inside, pushing that out like shaking up a Pepsi can, you know. So push on the outside of it, it's got that pressure on it. Same thing with this. Oh, this is your wheel balancer. Electric impact wrench. Gotta have the radio. Let's turn it on, actually. Oh wait, no, I don't. I turned the music off. Okay. I don't know what we got going on here. Simple wrench. You got your pick set here, your 4-piece pick set. Your wrench or spanner. Screwdrivers. These are glass holders or a windshield. This is for glass, right? Well, I guess sheet metal, I guess. But I've seen these used for windshields. Hammer, needle nose pliers, screwdrivers. Closed end. This is technically these are open end box wrench. This is a combination wrench. It's open and then a closed end. These are open end. These are closed end. Gotta have a good vise and a good little workstation here. Yeah, right. Like if the toolbox falls over, oh well. Okay, it might put a scratch into something. If you got like a Snap-on Bel Air box, I worked with a guy who had like a teal blue box that you don't want to mess up. It's like collector's edition. He used it. Still using it. And if that fell over, it would be bad. But if this fell over, oh well. You gotta just get out of the way. Just move. You're not gonna stop it. Kind of. If you get it in the beginning, you can. But the whole way, like in the middle, if you're standing here and this thing starts to tip over, the momentum, the inertia, right, is at hand. Is not gonna work good. But just let it fall, dude. It's not gonna do anything. You just have to clean your stuff up. That's all. Turbo. I haven't done much work with turbos. I've replaced them, like with stock turbos, but I've never had. Now, yeah, see, look, now the fire extinguisher has the wraparound, but the gas cylinder doesn't. Wait, where was I? Where's the green coats? Oh, over here. Okay. What's this? Yo, this is a dope coffee machine. Oh, but you get brake fluid and stuff. Brake fluid, cappuccino, pure motor oil. Definitely don't want to be drinking that. This is your oil drain thing. Yeah, right there, oil drain. I'm pointing to it like you can see me. This thing is what you wheel underneath the vehicle to drain the oil in, right? Like, and then to empty this thing. Well, there's no thing on here, but like where that valve is, right? See the valve going straight up and down is. I can't crouch either. Going straight up and down is okay. All the oil drain through. To the right is tight. Right is tight. And then this, you can't, this thing here, okay. First of all, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm trying to explain. But this here is, once you tighten this thing, because this thing will go up and down to adjust to the height of the vehicle or however, whatever. This is, when you shut this, okay, and you turn this tight so this can't move up and down, there will be a nipple on here, like a little fitting, an air fitting, and you put your air line to that, and this builds up pressure inside of here, right? And there's a hose on the bottom, and this little outlet right here has pressurized air and oil going through the thing, and it comes right out here. And this is what you put in your waste oil tank, and then the trucks come and get your waste oil, and they process it for fuel or whatever they do with it, but it's out of your hands. Because you have a lot of waste oil, you have a lot of waste product. If you do transmission flushes, rear differential oil, transfer case oil, any fluid like that, brake fluid, a lot of brake fluid gets put in there, which it shouldn't, and nothing water should ever get put in here. You should never ever use this for coolant. There's a different way to collect the waste coolant. But the story I'm trying to tell you is this. You have to. It's detrimental to shut this so no pressure goes through the tube, and tighten this so the thing doesn't go. Because if you just put air to the nipple and this is up like this, it's just oil is just going to shoot up out of here like a fountain, like probably like 4 feet, and it's going to make the biggest mess, dude. The biggest mess, and I've done it before. You don't tighten this thing, and this thing, the whole assembly, this red thing with the silver pipe, it can come shooting up out of there, right? So they're very important. This thing, you should be able to lift this the whole way up, and it gets stuck. There's like a little check on the inside that won't let it come out. Like this tube right here won't let it come out. You understand? So some of them don't work like that. Some of them are older, and the valve, the thing is worn, and you can lift the thing straight up and out. And this red thing, the pan here, the collector in the tube will come straight up out. I worked at a garage one time that worked on the other side of the street of a garage one time. And sometimes we did business with each other. We did like, I don't want to say you do this alignment, I'll do this, you got some brake fluid or whatever. Okay, you're going to have that. So I go over and I forget what I was looking for. I swear I was looking for a brake line flaring tool. Because we had the hand ones. They had the hydraulic ones, the squeezy type, which is the way to go. So I go over. No one's in the garage. All the only thing I hear is a radio. So I'm in there and I'm looking around and I'm saying, yo, hello, hey, anybody there? I walked in the office, no one there, no customers, nobody there. That's really weird. So I go out and back out in the garage, and at that time I hear the biggest release of air pressure. Like it was like, dude, it was bad. It was like a rocket. And I was like, oh my God, what was that? And then I heard something metal hit the ground. I go around the corner. We're going to call him Hairdo for the sake of sparing any embarrassment. I mean, even if he's listening to this, I have no idea. We'll call Hairdo. I walk around the corner, and I see Hairdo from the top of his head to his feet, black with oil. Because he didn't close the little valve here, the little stopper to stop the pipe from coming up out. Understand? So how much pressure did that build up and build up and build up, and all of a sudden everything, oil and everything went all just came out of the top, dude, all up the wall, all down this white brick wall, the cinder block white wall, dude. He was black head to toe, dude. And I know maybe it's not the best story, but that is one of the hardest times I've ever laughed. I remember, like, I was on the ground. I was literally on my knees laughing. I couldn't, uncontrollably. I couldn't, because he was looking at me all shocked and shit, right? So that was that story. Hairdo really learned a lesson that day. And you got to be careful, because if you're in a hurry or if you're thinking of other things or you got something else on your mind, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful when you work with machinery or you work with any kind of anything like a bench grinder, a welder, a torch, a strut compressor, a wheel bearing, a bearing press, fuel, especially gasoline. Oh my God, that could be bad. Or a drill press, or a brake lathe, or any kind of wood turning lathe, like a lathe. That's why I always tuck my shirts in, dude, because you get your shirt caught in one of them, it could be very, very bad, very, very bad, very bad. And I'd rather play safe than sorry. I'd always rather wear safety glasses. Always wear safety glasses in the garage, because you just never know, like, when you're gonna pick something up, and there could be a little piece of metal somewhere that just flicks up in your eye, and I've been there, dude. I've been there. I've been where you get metal in your eye. It's not fun. Anyway, okay. So we're gonna try to find the next machine so I can tell you the story. I don't know what these are over here, but they're shiny. Oh, I can't get over there. There's no access to that area. I do like this garage because there's first aid cabinets all over the place. I like that. Okay. So, you got your simple push car. Right. Look at this floor though. Look how waxy, like shiny this floor is. They're real smooth. Okay, see this? See how all these are starting to open up? That's your danger zone, bro. You're getting like maybe one more, and you open one more the whole way, it's gonna fall over. Or try to start tipping forward. I'm looking for another machine here. Locking pliers, channel locks. Is this it? Did we go around the? Yeah, we went around the whole room. Okay. Another story. This one's better than the other one. We'll use this as sort of the same technology here. I started it. It was actually the next garage I worked at. Right after that, I went to a different garage in the same place, same town, same everything. And we were using transmission. We were doing a transmission flush on this van. Okay, this big Chevy Express. It's one of them big ones, 15 passenger. And all the machines are different, and you don't just like know by nature how they all work. So somebody has to show you. Okay, this is how this works. This is how this works. Once or twice you'll get it. You understand it, and then okay, I get how it works. So this guy, we'll call him Whitey. Whitey got this new machine. What is Whitey's garage? Okay, we'll just say that. He got a new transmission flush machine, and the guy was out there, and the company was out there, and he was showing him how to work it, and then he showed me how to work it. We all should have gathered around and talked to the chemical guy. So he showed him how to work it. I was like, all right. So I have to go drive this van around a little bit till it was up to operating temperature. So you just go drive down to the end of town and come back, and usually it'll be good by then. Because you want everything loosened up and la-di-da or whatever. So he said, yeah, go for a thing. So they're fiddling with this thing. Now let me explain to you how this works. The way they put the transmission fluid in is they would you do a 16-quart transmission, a 16-quart flush, and you would fill up, like, you would dump a quart in here and it would go down the pipe. And it has the same exact thing like this to stop the fluid from going in. So if you turn this and then just put in like 10 quarts, this will just overflow until it's flush with the top, right? Right. That also has a pressure. It has a 120 psi, okay? In a cylinder, right? And it does, there's like check valves and stuff that it will, I don't know how to say this. The transmission, transmissions are in a closed loop. Correct. Like if anybody's out there, it has an all-in-one cooler, or has like a water cooler for the computer. It's the same deal. As your water goes out one side, it goes into a rad, it cools down, it comes back in, and it goes to the pump. Turns around, picks up heat, goes into the rad hot, cools down, comes back, and it's just constantly doing that, right? Like if you would just clip the line with scissors, it would just be constantly pouring out water until it ran out. All right, now that we've got that straight. This machine, what it does is it stores clean transmission fluid, goes into the system of the van. You cut the line, but really you like take your clips off and do it more precise than that. But we'll just say you just cut it with a big pair of scissors, and then you put one end of that in clean fluid and one end dirty. So then you start the van, and what happens is the pressure pushes the clean fluid in and out. So it's just, you're watching 2-gallon jugs. One's full of red fluid and one's empty. We'll just use a simple thing. And then we start the van. The clean fluid goes down, 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 and the black, dirty fluid comes up, 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 up. You understand? Okay. Now there's pressure behind this, all right? Just trying to get there. Went to the other end of the town, came back in, toot toot, pulling in the garage safely, right? Got to give a little warning. Pull all the way in, and I see. I haven't thought of this in a while. I see him. There is a pink. Okay, transmission fluid is red, right? But when it's real light, it's like a pink color. There's a pink spray on the wall, almost like a shotgun went off. But there's a body imprint on the wall, dude. And he's looking at me. I was like, what? And it's all coming together at once. And he's looking at me. He's got his glasses in his hand, wiping his glasses off. And he looks up at me. And, bro, he's pink from the head to toe. He's pinky now, okay? Except for his eyeballs, dude. This shit went there. This thing sprayed, like, boom! Because what he did was he poured all of his fluid in to the funnel here, right? Filled the machine, put a 16 quarts in, boom, closed that. Now this here is under 120 psi, and it's half the size of this, right? So what he told me what happened was there was a little tiny bit of transmission fluid left in the top, right? Like too much to soak up with paper towel or whatever. So he just thought to himself, okay, I'll just turn the valve and then the fluid will drain into the new tank, close it, and then there's no waste product left. It's all 16 quarts. So when he turned that, there's 120 psi behind that transmission fluid. You understand, dude? And it's just boom, dude. The guy I worked with, I don't even know. We'll call him Roach. Roach couldn't even breathe, dude. This is like my second day there, dude. I was not there very long. Before this happened. And Roach, man, we talked about that for a while. But I guess you kind of had to be there because, like, just imagine just like a pink mist spray on the wall, but a perfect body imprint of just someone standing there. Like, it's crazy, dude. All right, I got a little time left before I gotta go, so let's do some car repair. Wow, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah, no one. Lefter. Right lefter. There we go. Did you hear that clunk? Those are the safeties. And this is where are the where am I? Oh, there we go. Okay, first things first, I don't know if the battery's not connected. Or there's no brake lines either. Or there's no tube. Wait, what am I figuring out here? Open repair order. Oh, here we go. Put new engine oil and filter. List provided. Change. Drain old and refill with new. Oil filter. Alright. So remember, you gotta make sure this place isn't a big deal, but you gotta check, you gotta make sure you don't excuse me, let your car up in the air with the hood open. In a lot of garages that'll bend the hood. Or shut it. Like if it has a prop rod it'll bend. Something will bend. Dude, that's so fast. That thing lifted. It wouldn't even be like a foot off the ground by now. So, did you hear the click click? The stops. Like if the hydraulic system fails, like if you just cut the hydraulic line, this will drop, right? Or something happens, if it's just drop. Those click clicks will catch it, kind of like a roller coaster. What you want to do is take your car and slowly lower it down onto those locks, so it's resting on the safeties, which will hold a box truck up. That way, if something happens, anything can happen when it's in the air to the hydraulic system. It's not going to drop like 4 inches onto the safeties and then stop it, because that'll be a big jar for the vehicle. And if you're underneath there working, this could slide off of these arms, because it's only really on there, not even by that much. It's just sitting on there. not strapped down or anything. Yeah, that problem when you're doing like rear ball joints and stuff. Or rear springs, like this spring will be a bitch to get in here with the car on the rack, because if you put the thing underneath of it, it's just going to push the car up, because there's really not that much space. Anyway, alright, let's get to the oil change. There's the plug. Wait, what the heck is going on here? Oh, there we go. Oh, what's this? Oh wow, what's this? Oh, I gotta go get the thing. Here, this is gonna be a perfect example. Oh, dude, I wish I could have done that. Yeah, see, like there's this little screen catch in the middle, catch any debris of the oil plug. You don't want that tonight. You don't want that falling down in there. Do I gotta like guess kind of where it's gonna come out at? Oh no, it's gonna be. Alright. Almost that's good. Oh! Wait, what just happened? Okay, that... I guess you don't need this. I don't know. There you go. A little oil would have came out of that. Hey, give me that. Oh, that's a great sound. And then, so what, do I have to go over here and like call the shot that place and get an oil filter? Oh my god, you're damn right I did. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, do I have to put the oil filter, excuse me, in my hand? Oh, I sold the oil filter, didn't I just do that? I bet you I did. I gotta go buy another one. Well, that doesn't happen in the real world. I've never just been working on something and be like, I just sold the brakes. Alright, come on. Get it together. Get it together. Oh wait. Okay, let's not do this. No, I do not want to sell. Oh, assemble mode. Hey. Alright. We're done down there. Now we gotta check the tire pressure. And the wheel and the tires. Can I? And I'll give you a little hint here. This tire number here, the DOT, is, I would recommend selling tires because this is the 4-digit number you'll have surrounded by this oval like this, right? Is 3805. 3805. So what 38 means is the 38th week of 2005 is when this was, and then this means something, Che, like where it was made or something like that. But this is 3805 is 38th week of 2005. That would be silent coming down. You would just hear a little hissing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Am I doing this right, guys? Wait. It's like overflowing. How much oil was in this? Great, now you got oil all over the shield, all over the manifold. This thing's gonna smoke for like 5 days. Okay, baby. I think we got our oil in there. Yo. Examine. Oh, here we go. Keep oil in between min and max marks. New oil is golden color, while oil is black. That's pretty true. Alright, it's good. Well, you gotta start it though, right? Because the sump doesn't have any oil in it. Hey, that's $150 oil change. Shouldn't even check the tires or how much oil was in it. Golly. Oh, wait, you can go up here? No, you can't. I don't get what these green lights are. Or is it just for pure aesthetic? Oh, see, here's your work order. I can't flick the lights on and off. Alright. I did an oil change. Now I gotta go to work, which I really don't want to do. Alright. That's that. I'll see you guys later.